I'm from Utah, and I play hip-hop violin.
Well, let's see what you can do.
I'm Lindsey Stirling, and I am a violinist. What makes me a little bit unique is, yes, I was classically trained for years and years, but I now play with rock bands, I do rock music, and most recently I like to play hip-hop music while I dance. So I write some of my own original music that's, you know, backup tracks. My music is all original, but mostly what I've been doing lately is I'll take popular radio hits that I really like, because I love to go dancing. I love to go, you know, bust my white girl moves on the dance floor. So I take songs that I love to listen to and I love to party to, and I'll write violin parts over it that are my own completely original elaborations of the track, the original music. And that's something that people seem to really like because it's a recognizable song, but yet it's something completely unique that I add to it. So my dad had all these records, all these classical records that he would play, and I can remember dancing to Mozart and Scheherazade as a little girl with my sisters. And I also remember my dad would look through the newspapers and circle all the free concerts in town, and he would take us to all these classical orchestral concerts. You know, and I would hear the violins, and I just longed to be a violinist after hearing that. At the age of 5, I began begging my parents for lessons. They couldn't afford to give me lessons, so my mom searched around town and made calls looking for a teacher that would give me lessons every other week instead of every week. And no one would agree to teach a 6-year-old little girl that infrequently, because they didn't think that anyone could learn at that rate. But my mom kept searching until finally she found one teacher that she could afford and that would do this, and that was my beginning to the violin. I first kind of stepped away from my classical training when I was 16 and I joined the rock band Stomp on Melvin. And at the time it was totally just a fun thing, and we were all just about having fun. We went on a little rock tour, and you know, it was all fun and games, but it was such an inspiration to me because for the first time I realized that the violin could be fun. It could be exciting, and you didn't have to just stick in this mold regiment of proper and classical. And so that was when I first realized the endless limitations of the violin. Music is completely my creative outlet. It's how I love to express myself, it's how I release my emotion, and it's just something that I absolutely love to do. Not only do I love to play the violin for myself, but I enjoy it so much when I can see people smile, or when I can see that their emotions come across, you know, when they hear my playing. And that just brings me so much joy when I can tell that other people are enjoying what I love to share. Hey, I'm Lindsey Stirling, and you're watching Urban Media. Now that I've gotten a lot of exposure and that I realize that people really enjoy what I do, the future is wide open, and I'm actually super excited because I took this semester off school just to kind of try the life of a musician. I'm kind of in limbo right now. I'm in contact with several agents and whatnot, and I'm just pursuing my own soloist career as a violinist. To thank my old teacher, my first teacher, Jana Allred, who put up with a lot for me. She was so patient, and even though I didn't always practice, and even though I probably gave her some attitude, she's the best. So thank you, Jana Allred, my teacher. And also to my band boys, Stomp on Melvin. You guys are the ones that gave me my start. So Randy, Adam, Brandon, and Jeff, you guys are the best. And Mom and Dad, I love you, and thanks so much for your endless support and love. Lindsey Stirling signing out.
I'm Nom.
I'm Akbar.
Red Spectrum.
Kilowatts. And you're watching Urban Media.
I put it on YouTube and made this little... Oh my gosh, I'm gonna kill whatever else makes noise. Whether it's a bug or a child.